Hi, I'm Will Lind, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about film editing. And I'll be talking specifically about Stanley Kubrick's 2001 A Space Odyssey. Now, Kubrick uses all kinds of editing techniques in this film. It's kind of a work of classical film editing genius. He uses both continuity and discontinuity in his editing to help exemplify exactly what the audience should be paying attention to. For example, let's take the scene where the monkey is going crazy with that bone, learning how to use it as a weapon. This is supposed to be the dawn of man, mankind's first technology, which in this movie is a weapon. Now, now Kubrick flashes back to the monolith, maybe as a memory for the ape, or maybe just to show that the monolith has something to do with what happens next. The monolith causes the ape to evolve and use this bone as a weapon. And Kubrick shows us the progression of the monkey and how he realizes his power and how he can use this weapon against others. He uses these brilliant cut scenes, these discontinuous jump cuts that show the intensity of the ape's development and the dawn of man. Now let's take a look at the shot of the monolith. That looks pretty familiar. Kubrick uses an almost identical shot for each time the monolith is shown on the screen. Each shot mirrors each other so that when you think of the monolith, you see it in this way. It's the first thing that the audience thinks about. The monolith is right up there, just as important as the other heavenly bodies that we see. And as we can see, the monolith causes all sorts of trouble and ruckus. With the apes, all the creatures go crazy. They're going ape. And with the humans, there's this horrible, piercing ringing that begins to go off, and it just is awful, almost and pretty much unbearable. But each time, mankind is presented with some new gift. In the monkey's case, it's technology, and in the future case, it's, as some people have theorized it, evolution beyond humanity into this new kind of species that is designed for peaceful life. Yeah, I don't know. Uh, but that monolith is pretty cool looking. Some more uses and example of Kubrick's use of jump cuts include the famous "I'm sorry, Dave, I'm afraid I can't do that" scene, where Hal, the computer, won't let Dave back into the ship because he knows Dave is going to turn him off.
Dave, I'm afraid I can't do that.
What's the problem?
The jump cuts take place between Dave and Hal, but interestingly enough, Kubrick uses a match cut between the two characters. This almost makes it seem like the director is trying to give Hal life. A machine that is designed to have human-like emotions is now being shown in human-like comparison. Dave's face, Hal's face. Dave's face, Hal's face, and then back and forth again. Just another use of editing to help send a message to the audience. Well, that about sums up some of the editing tricks that Stanley Kubrick used in 2001: A Space Odyssey, a movie that is way ahead of its time.